got beef with me? Who 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 got beef with me? I got niggas in the streets through 7 years.
Today we're gonna be working on my 2011 BMW 335i. Got a couple things we want to fix up today. Hopefully that valve cover gasket job is already posted. We gotta put all the covers and stuff. But if you can't notice, I'm going to be replacing my coolant reservoir. Yeah, the bleeder screw kind of messed up, and I kind of try to do like a little hack job. I definitely don't recommend. Could mess up some things, but we're gonna try to do this. I really want to do it without bleeding the whole entire system, so it's probably gonna get a little messy, but hey, it's worth a try, I guess. I'm not really sure yet. I'll let you guys update it. I'll keep you guys updated and everything like that. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and replace it with the OEM tank. I picked up a used one from Straight 6 Auto Parts. Came with the sensor and everything. So yeah, we're gonna pick up one of. It's just the brass one with the O-ring. According to people, it should work out. I believe it only cost me, yeah, it was only $7. So not that bad. So we did 30 for the tank and then 7 for the actual bolt itself. I'm gonna set it up with a blanket under here just in case. I don't want to get any of that coolant anywhere or anything like that. But looking at this hose right here, I'm not sure how much it's playable. I'm gonna try to remove this one first, remove these bolts, and try to move it up and put something under there so I can catch somewhat of all that. So I'm not entirely sure yet, but we're gonna try it. I really don't want to have to bleed out the whole system, but I mean, if I have to, I have to. I might just be doing double the work. But anyways, let's get right into the video. First things first, we're gonna remove these screws, and then we're gonna try to remove this one. I believe this one should only have a little bit of coolant in it, but we'll go ahead and check it. But first I gotta move the car actually. So hopefully I fast forward all that, not bore you guys. So here we are. We took off these 2 bolts, 10 millimeters. So we've got a little bit of play, but I think it's still connected to this, and then we should get the most play. It's like a little plug, kind of like what these are on your engine. You kind of just have to pull it out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So now we're here. I have a little bit of a mess. You can see this is old. It was from the leak. So pretty much what I did, took out these 2 10 mils. Took out the top one, kind of just hit it over there so it wouldn't spill and I wouldn't have to catch too much of it. And then I couldn't get the bottom sensor off. I didn't want to break the clip. Don't break the clip. That's a really important clip. So instead of breaking the clip, I kind of just had to pop this bottom one off, and then I don't have any undercarriage tray or whatever, so I put a Hawaiian Punch bottle with some of this, so it wouldn't be too bad. Just watch this one. This one likes to keep going, and then I kind of just took that. I let the little nipple, which is this one, I kind of just let it go into the Hawaiian, and then I just kind of flipped it over, and then I could take out the little sensor because it was a lot easier that way. I really you can't break those clips. Those are really important, and you wouldn't want to have to replace this sensor, I'm imagining, because look at all this fucking wiring and shit. So I mean, it's only like 3 wires, but so now we're here. I'm not really too concerned about all the coolant because it was leaking coolant, so I'm pretty much in the same predicament. And now we're gonna swap it. Should be easy swap. Just put this in first with the sensor, and then make sure you put it in here, and then the 2 mils, and then put the coolant in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this coolant. I think this coolant has a little bit of metal shavings. So I'm not really sure, because I know that Reservoir might have had some shavings and stuff in it, so you can actually check that. So you see I got a little bit of a puddle going back there. Just not too good, but so we got that blue-green theme going on, and actually this looks really good. Not sure if you can tell, those are not metal shavings. I don't know why it looks like that on camera. It's actually just these little spots. So it looks pretty good. So pretty much this is all it leaked out. If you drink Hawaiian Punch, you should know it's kind of a lot. So yeah, now we're just gonna try to put everything back. Pretty easy, like I said. So I'm glad I didn't have to go under the car and do that whole Mickey Mouse flange or whatever, because I really didn't want to do that. Just because my car is lowered, so I would have to either jack it up, put on jack stands, or put it on the ramp, and then I would have to take out the bumper because it's too low. So if you understand what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. If you have the time and you want to do it 100% correct and no leak, then you can go from the bottom, search it up, but it's like right next to the water pump, and you just kind of bloop, disconnect it, drain it, and then same thing for a coolant flush. So if you search up a coolant flush, you should know how to drain the system.
Got the devil in your eyes. You went and took me by surprise. Say what you wanna say, I won't go back. If you wanna hit the road, then let's go then. Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. Yeah, about to see it shine.
Alright, so we've got everything back in. I'm not too sure. The new brass one. We're gonna have to go ahead and bleed out the system so we can get any pockets of air out of there. I'm a little concerned about that, but we should be good to go, other than that hose bothering me. So I'll come back and I'll show you guys how to bleed it out, and then we'll be good. Alright, pelicanparts.com. So yeah, we've got everything there with the 10 mils. I put the bleeder screw. So according to this, you're supposed to working on the top of coolant, loosen bleeder screw, then fill expansion tank until coolant comes out of the bleeder screw, then tighten the screw. Trapped air is common. It's important to bleed, install expansion tab, and be sure all the bleeder screws are tight. Turn the ignition to do not start, and set the temperature controls to full warm and low blower fan speed. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So go ahead. This is pelicanparts.com, so pretty trust. So you're gonna go ahead and get in your car. Alright, so it says turn the ignition on, do not start engine. So put the car in. I'm not gonna put my foot on the brake. Okay, do that. And then it says set temperature controls to full warm and blower fan speed to low. So you're gonna do that. Full warm. So 84, the lowest. And then it says press accelerator pedal to the floor and hold down for 10 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and press the accelerator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we can already hear the pump actually doing its job. Not sure if you can hear it. But it is running right now. So that says you should do that for about 12 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a timer. Clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a timer for that. Everything here seems to be good. Everything's tight. So, yeah, so really the only concern of mine right now is actually this hose right there. I feel like that might be the reason my car was leaking in the first place, because I did have a leak before. So yeah, and also I know I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, but make sure your car is cold when you're doing this. You don't want any of that hot coolant to get on your skin. It's not too fun. So yeah, make sure the car is cold. Now we're just running the bleeding process. We're about 50 seconds in. 210 mils. You got the nipple on the bottom. Make sure to connect that. You know, with these, best experience I have is using a pick. So kind of one of these. You can pick this up at Harbor Freight or anything like that. These are really essential when working on a BMW. They help you with a lot of these clips and a lot of these other little clips that you have to do. I'd recommend getting this brass screw. I put that plastic one and it broke and I was really pissed off. So you can pick this up at AutoZone for $7 or any local parts store probably. But yeah, pretty much now we just gotta wait, and I'm probably just gonna put all this stuff back how it's supposed to go, and we're gonna do that. See you guys in 11 minutes. Alright guys, we're back. We're at 10:40. I did start the camera, the stopwatch a little late, so pretty sure it should be all good. It's not making any noises down here anymore. That line is dripping. That's not good. It's like a drip a second. I'll be running out of coolant by then. Ah, that's not good. It's always something, ain't it? Let's see if it dripped again. That's what I'm talking about. Every second, but not too happy about that one, guys. Probably gonna, there it goes, that's a drip. Not too happy about that one, guys. Probably gonna have to replace all those hoses, or some of those hoses at least. So not too thrilled about that one, not gonna lie to y'all. But I mean, we did the job that we wanted to do today, and that's what we came here for. So now you guys know how to bleed it. You know how to do it. And only God knows when my car sounds like it's dying right now. Ah, these BMWs. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. That was just our first DIY on this worldwide, other than the valve cover job. So I hope you guys liked it. Please like, comment, subscribe, comment down below what I should do next DIY. I have a couple of things I definitely need to fix on my BMW, just because BMW things, you know. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up with this DIY. Please stay in tune, subscribe. We got a lot of crazy things going on. This is not just going to be a BMW channel. We got German cars, we got Japanese cars, we have Korean cars, maybe even American cars. You know, we have a lot of stuff we're going to be working on this channel, and that was just the first of many, the DIY. And we're going to be going to some crazy car meets and stuff like that. You know, we're going to be trying to represent worldwide and try to make this group a pretty popular group. That's pretty much our aim, is make this one of the biggest groups on Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that, where we can be a car community, car culture, without, you know, any of that toxic stuff, and just be really all together and, you know, share my knowledge with you guys. You know, I was an 18-year-old that didn't know anything on cars, and I wish someone would have showed me how to change my coolant instead of going to BMW and paying, you know, $600, $500, $700, you know. So yeah, I really appreciate it. So if you guys can go ahead and give a like, subscribe, turn on those bells, and comment below, guys. We really need your guys' support. You know, we're just starting off here, so even like one comment really helps us out, guys. We really want to be worldwide, and we really want to start off on the right foot. But, you know, I'm doing these YouTube channels right now, and we're hoping to explode, and I really appreciate you guys. And